This fragrance right here, Acqua di Gio Profumo, shook stuff up in the fragrance community. A lot of people fell back in love with the original DNA. The original was kind of watered down. It lost a lot of interest from a lot of people. It definitely still had a signature DNA that a lot of people really did enjoy. But Armani released a newer flanker and discontinued the old one, and we're going to talk about this one today. It's called Acqua di Gio Parfum. My name is Neeb. Welcome back to Aromatics. Today we're going to be talking about Acqua di Gio Profumo versus the Parfum. This is the newer release, and it's basically the refinement of this fragrance right here. So you get a lot of aquatic woody notes, and you have like this olibanum and incense vibe with this fragrance, at least with the original. And I'm here to just tell you guys whether or not this is the same fragrance, how close is it, does it smell good, and all of that good stuff. I'm good at detecting differences between one fragrance to another because of all of these clones and all these fragrances in general. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray Acqua di Gio Profumo on tester, and we're going to compare it with Acqua di Gio Parfum. I have a lot of experience with both of these fragrances. I have worn them to numerous occasions, and they can be worn to a lot of places. In all honesty, I have even rocked this to the gym. It smells like the original with a more grown-up DNA. Because of that olibanum, which offers a little bit more of a balsamic waxy feel, and some incense, it smells like a Middle Eastern version of Acqua di Gio. So we've got Profumo here. Very nice. It's the aquatic woody fragrance with, like I said, that incense and the balsams. And then we've got the Acqua di Gio Parfum. I did not say in the balls, okay? So that was all you. But Acqua di Gio Parfum, too many fragrances. Real talk, you guys, Acqua di Gio Parfum projects better than Profumo. So, Profumo lasts hell of a long time. With Acqua di Gio Profumo, I get 10 to 12 hours, and sometimes on clothing it's to the next day. It's a champion. It lasts for a hell of a long time. And you get a nice scent trail, you get nice sillage, it smells great. But, surprisingly so, Acqua di Gio Parfum does project better. In my opinion, this one for the first 2 hours takes over in terms of projection compared to Profumo. Looking at the notes for both of these fragrances, you'll notice that they're pretty much similar, if not the same, but you'll see that this has an addition of olibanum. And so olibanum is a resin. It adds some more balsam vibes. The fragrance itself is already pretty aquatic. It's aromatic. You've got some of that rosemary, and in the base, you have that incense. So for whatever reason, and I believe it to be that addition of the olibanum, this one definitely projects a little bit more. Although there is a denser base technically in this fragrance because of that olibanum, this one does last longer. Despite the fact that Profumo lasts longer, I enjoyed wearing Parfum a little bit more. With Profumo, you can forget about wearing any other fragrance, and on that shirt, it's going to smell like it the next day. So you're really going to be layering whatever fragrance you're going to wear the next day. With this, I got about 6 to 8 hours of longevity, nothing more than that, but I really did enjoy that. Reason being, when I wear fragrance, I want it to be loud enough for me to smell it, and that's exactly what this does, and so does this one, but not as loud as this one at all, seriously. I need 6 sprays of this to get the projection of 10 sprays of this. Longevity-wise, like I said, it's not as strong, but granted, so I can smell myself for a good 2 hours. I go to the gym, I get the workout in, I leave the gym, and I can still smell myself. So 2.5 hours, I can still smell it. And then for the remainder of the fragrance, it becomes about half an arm's reach for this fragrance and a nice bubble until hour 7 or 8. I don't ever remember this becoming just like a fully skin scent, but it didn't last as long as the Profumo. In a nutshell, guys, basically what this is, it's a refinement of this. Something in this fragrance really stuck out. It didn't seem as well balanced as this one does. The resins really does add this nice, deep, dense base, which kind of just puts everything together, in my opinion. It does a nice thing where the balsams and the sea salt accords and all of that stuff and the woods gives you a more well-blended vibe to the entirety of the fragrance. Projection, this is better of a projector than this one. Longevity, this is a longer lasting fragrance than this one. But in all honesty, as the scent DNA scent profile, this is more balanced. It smells better. It's a little bit lighter, but it's much better. And when people say lighter, they mistaken it for the performance. No, it's lighter in DNA. It's a little bit more transparent. It's easier to wear. It's way more refined. Trading off the longevity for the projection and the refinement of this fragrance, I think is worth it. For those of you that just want longevity, Profumo is where it's at. For those of you that want to be heard and you want to be heard in a good way and in a balanced and sexy, mature way, this is going to be it. I think this is a good signature scent, honestly. I genuinely believe this to be an all-year fragrance, all-year banger, has a projection for it, and the longevity is above average, let's be real. The one thing I don't like about this is how they went from a magnetic cap to a cheaper snap-on cap. But that's it. All in all, guys, I definitely think that this transition from the Profumo to the Parfum is much better. I have had this bottle for quite some time. It's a 6.8 ounce. I've had it for since its release, and I just wore it, and I just couldn't wear it anymore. It was just a little bit too much for my taste. The patchouli and the incense and everything just stuck out a little bit too much. This, however, I will definitely be getting more wears out of it. It's just better balanced, better blended, and the addition of olibanum does add this nostalgic factor for me because I do burn frankincense as incense, and it makes it a bit sexier and more well blended. If you give the new one a chance, I think that you'll enjoy it. I mean, there are some trade-offs here, but I think the trade-offs are absolutely worth it. If you enjoyed watching this video, do me a solid, scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and until the next one, peace.